The AI industry just raised $192 billion in 2025 alone. Nvidia hit a $4.7 trillion market cap. OpenAI is now valued at $500 billion. I agree, AI is huge, but it's nowhere fully saturated as of now. So the valuations should continue to surge, right? Not really. Silicon Valley is shit scared about a potential price correction. And if there really is one, this fiasco may very well replicate the 2002 dot-com crash. This video goes in detail about why and how the crash may happen. How will it affect us and consumers, and much more. So let's get into it. Let's rewind. November 2022. ChatGPT launches. Within 5 days, 1 million users. Within 2 months, 100 million users. Fastest growing consumer app in history. Tech companies panicked. Google declared a code red. Microsoft invested $14 billion into OpenAI. Every startup pivoted to AI overnight. 2025 AI funding, $192.7 billion. That's 53% of all venture capital globally. AI startups are sucking up more than half of all investment money on Earth. OpenAI, $500 billion valuation, October 2025. Anthropic, $183 billion valuation, tripled since March. Nvidia, $4.68 trillion market cap. Nearly 500 AI startups, over $1 billion each. But here's the problem. Most of them aren't making money. OpenAI is projected to lose $8 billion in 2025 on compute costs alone. Total operating losses, $13.5 billion. Yes, lose, despite ChatGPT's massive user base. But why? Training GPT-4, $78 million in compute alone. Running inference, $700,000 per day. Total compute costs, $15 to $20 billion annually. Revenue in 2025, $13 billion. Cash burned in first half of 2025, $2.5 billion. ChatGPT Plus costs $20 per month. Each query costs OpenAI 36 cents. Heavy users? They're literally losing money on them. And it's not just OpenAI. 42% of companies abandoned most AI initiatives in 2025. That's up from 17% in 2024. The failure rate is accelerating. The revenue isn't matching the hype. Microsoft, Google, and Amazon are betting everything on AI infrastructure. Amazon, $100 billion in 2025 alone. Microsoft, $80 billion in AI-enabled data centers. Google, $75 billion, catching up on compute. Combined total, $255 billion in 1 year. But here's the insane part. These AI models consume ridiculous amounts of energy. Training GPT-3. Use, same power as 120 US homes for a year. ChatGPT queries use 10 times more energy than Google search. Data centers, consuming city-level electricity. AI infrastructure spending contributed more to US GDP growth than all consumer spending in the first half of 2025. And we're building more of these. The environmental math doesn't add up. The financial math doesn't add up either. Let's talk about what these models actually do. AI hallucinations. That's the technical term for when AI just makes stuff up confidently. Documented failures, legal cases citing fake court decisions, medical advice that's dangerously wrong, code that looks right but breaks everything. Financial analysis based on invented data. MIT's 2025 report found 95% of enterprise AI projects fail to deliver measurable business value. S&P Global found 42% of companies scrapped most AI initiatives in 2025. On average, organizations abandoned 46% of AI proof of concepts before production. The technology isn't as reliable as the marketing suggests. We've seen this before. The dot-com bubble, 2000, trillions in market value evaporated. Pets.com versus AI startups with no revenue. Internet will change everything versus AI will change everything. Massive valuations versus actual profits. The difference? AI requires massive ongoing costs. Dot-com companies could at least become profitable eventually. AI companies need billions just to keep the lights on. Red flags everywhere.